kids are going to face disappointment and hurt. What do you teach your kids, or what do you hope happens to them when they go through that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I think that sometimes in our country today and in our world, we're kind of raising these little kings and queens of the castle, and they're not learning that the world does not revolve around them. And so I think it's really important to teach that from a young age. But then also, one of the sayings we have in our family, we say, if you're carrying the football, you're going to get tackled. Because it's true, there's you're going to be running along with the football and thinking things are going great, and something bad's going to happen. It's just the world. But not only that, we say, if you're carrying the football, you're going to get tackled. Also, you're going to fumble sometimes. It's not going to be anybody else's fault. It's not going to be, you're just going to screw up, and you're going to drop the ball. And sometimes you're just going to miss totally. So bad things are going to happen to you, but it's how you deal with them and how you get back up. And so we talk about that a lot in our family, especially being in the spotlight. We're going to mess up. We're not perfect. And you look at the criticisms. People are like, oh, you're criticized or this or that. But you're like, Jesus, who was perfect, had haters. So when would we ever think that we would not? That would be crazy to think that we would not. So we try to talk about that a lot in our home.
If you could speak, one of the things I like about your show is, I think it creates health and hope. Mm-hmm. If you could speak to everybody in here and everybody watching, and you could tell them, if you're going through tough times, here's what I'd like you to think about or know. Mm-hmm. How would you answer that?
Well, first of all, I would just say, don't give up. God is with us. He has gone before us. He has a plan for your life. And, you see Dynasty, and you see our family and where we are and, how we live. But the road to here is not just like this. Sometimes I think when we think people who God calls or God uses have this life that's just like a perfect upward trajectory towards what they do. But the Robertson family story and my Howard family story is not all easy. There's mental illness and alcoholism and adultery and, all the things and pain and cancer and all the things that you probably have in your family story. But, and if you look at the people God used in the Bible and God called in the Bible, their life is not like that. You look at Joseph and David and all the great people who you hear about in the Bible, their lives are more like this, until they accomplish the purpose and the plan that God had for their lives. So first of all, I would just say don't give up. And there's a quote by Mother Teresa that I just love, and it's 3 simple words. It's faithfulness, not success. And I thought, I want that on my tombstone someday, because that's what I hope people see in me, and that's what I hope people see. It's not the success, not the one-time thing that you did something great, but I hope they see the faithfulness, a life lived that's faithful to God, and it's every step of the way.